Do you favor a $30 million bond issue to invest in the design, development, and maintenance for non-motorized, motorized, and multi-use trails statewide to be matched by at least 3 million in private and public contributions? Rachel, we're an outdoor state. People love their trails. They love their mountain. Why don't you tell us a little bit about this one?
Okay, yeah, I think that there is a lot of excitement around this question. It is historic for me. It's not something, a type of bond that we've done before. And it did come about through the legislative process. So it was brought up by lawmakers. I talked to the lawmaker who was the sponsor of the bill, Jessica Fay, and she said that, people in the community and different organizations, including the Natural Resources Council of Maine, had brought up in conversation that this would be something that's really cool to have and important after, especially after the storms last winter that were so devastating for a lot of our trails and natural resources. So the money would be awarded again through a competitive grant process. And it would be any organizations applying would have to, I think they have to be nonprofits or government entities. The trails would have to be posted for public use, and they also have to put up 10% matching funds. And then the money will be awarded over a 4-year period, although it can go a little longer if they don't have like enough grant applications to use it up in those 4 years. And then it will be awarded 25% for non-motorized trails, 25% for motorized, and then 50% for multi-use trails. Yeah.
Are there any, can you give our listeners, watchers, readers, any idea on maybe what types of projects or in what areas this funding might be able to go to improve some trails?
Yep. And I will also just take a minute. There's a question in the reader chat that says, who is the grantor for the funds? And that would be the Bureau of Parks and Lands, which is a state bureau of the Department of Agriculture. And so, yeah, the types of projects would be all over the state. I know there's an emphasis on accessibility and improving accessibility for people who are handicapped or maybe restricted in other ways from accessing trails currently. So accessibility will be a big part of it. And then I think also just, adding trails or expanding existing trail networks in different places all over the state.
And can you tell me a little bit about the group that's organized to advocate on behalf of this? Do you have that off the top of the
Yes,
head?
there is a group that's organized to advocate for the proposal. They're called Partnership for Maine Trails, and they're made up of 7 different organizations. I do not have the organizations off the top of my head. I know the Natural Resources Council of Maine is one of them. They do have a website, so people can go online and look it up. Partnership for Maine Trails, and they have raised about $60,000 so far. And I am not aware of any organized opposition.